This Nigeria TikToker has been killed by her boyfriend, and the reason why the boyfriend kpai her is unbelievable. Her name is Priscilla Ocheme. She creates videos on TikTok about her lifestyle. On 22nd September, she went to visit her boyfriend named Richard in Lugbe, Abuja. The next day, her family received a call with her number from a stranger telling them that Priscilla is dead. The family rushed to the place to confirm the sad news, and before they got there, the lifeless body of Priscilla was already taken to police station. And from the boyfriend's statement, he said that Priscilla died from bike-to-bike accident, but Priscilla family believe that the boyfriend was the one that kpai her simply because she was refusing to marry him. Watch as Priscilla's elder sister narrates the whole incident and share your thoughts on the case.
Can you please tell us what really happened? Just calm down. Tell us what transpired. Who is Priscilla and what happened to Priscilla?
Okay, Priscilla is my younger sister, and she's 28 years old. And was it on the 22nd of September? That was last month, 22nd. She left the house and she went to see Richard. She sent my brother a message.
So who is Richard? Who is Richard?
Richard is a friend. They schooled in Maduna together. They were in Maduna, but she left Maduna 200 level on going to 300 level. She just left the school like that and came home and told my mom that she's not going back to that school. It caused a lot of problem because my mom was worried. Why will did you commit an offense? We had to call her friends and ask if there was, maybe she did something in school. The friend said no. Just like that, she didn't take her bag. She didn't take anything from the school. She just told us that if we don't want her to die, we will not go back to that school. So my mom was so depressed. And then I just told her, please, since she said she's not going back, she's one that has her reasons. I tried to call her as a sister and try to talk to her, to tell me what said some things that are happening in this, then happening to her in the school that she don't want to talk about. But if we don't want her to die, she's not going to go back to that school. So that was how my mom now looked for admission for her in Adeleke University. So that was where she now went to Adeleke University. She finished from Adeleke University. Yeah. So my brother later told me that she left that school, my younger brother, that she left that school because of Richard. They've been friends, Richard or Moba. So that she left school because of Richard, but he did not give me details. And I asked her, she didn't want to say anything. So on the 1st to 22nd of September, I noticed that Richard has been trying to call her. In August, when I was at work, she was with me and her phone started ringing. She now said, why is Richard still calling me? And I said, Priscilla, can you stop talking to this boy? I have a bad feeling about him. I don't know why. Can you stop talking to him? And she was like, yes. She didn't pick the call that day. But he has been calling her. That he wants to see her. They've been friends for long, but they stopped talking when she left Madonna. Then all of a sudden they reconnected and started talking again. Yeah. So, and she's in a serious relationship. So I was like, please, can you avoid this person? She was like, yes. She's not going to go.
Go ahead.
All the time she has been to Richard's place, she goes with my younger brother. But it happens that day she decided to go, and she did not go with my younger brother, but she sent him a message that she was going to see Richard. So maybe because most of the time I tell her, please, I don't want, even my mom, because Richard has come to our house before. When they were still in Madonna, he has come to our house before. And when she was still in Madonna, Richard's mom called my mom. I remember that day vividly. When she was still in Madonna, that Richard likes Priscilla, and she would like Priscilla as an in-law, like a daughter-in-law. And my mom told her that they are still young. Priscilla is just 17. Can we just wait, let these children finish school first? I remember that day before she now just left Madonna like that. So they stopped communicating and they now reconnected and started talking again. Throughout this year, he has been calling her. He has been calling her that he wants to see her. If she posts something, he will comment. Even one of her friends in Lagos even sent me a screenshot of she posted something on her status because she hardly posts on social media. She can just post and delete. She's that kind of, she likes, it's very private. And the guy now commented and sent a voice note which she forwarded to that her friend and said, see, that's why I don't like posting things on social media. So in August, like I said, he was calling her. She did not pick that call. Then in September, I was in my mom's office. We were there, we're having a meeting. And then Richard kept calling her that day. And I saw her phone and I looked at her. She now did me, I know, Auntie Grace, no, I'm not. And I said, okay. That day he was calling her. And she told me that she's not going to see him. So maybe when she decided to go and see him, in her mind, she was like, my sister has been warning me, so let me just, I don't know. But she sent my younger brother a message that she was going to go. Prior to, on Sunday, she was misbehaving. Like, she was behaving strangely, as if like she was summoned or something. I don't know what it was. So the next day now, she now decided to go to his house. I spoke to her 8 a.m. on Sunday morning. I spoke to her past 2 on Sunday afternoon. I spoke to her last 5:30 thereabouts. On Sunday, she was still in his house, but she did not tell me, but she told my younger brother. So as at 8 something, she sent me a message on WhatsApp. Auntie Grace, please, can you send me 10K? Add it to my debts. So when she sent me that message, I was carried away because I didn't even know that she was there. So she now sent me a message, have you sent it? And I said, oh, I'm so sorry. Send the account number. She sent me okay. I sent that money, but I didn't even ask her, okay, what do you need the money for? Like, I didn't ask, but sometimes she would just say, please send me money. So when I sent her that money, she now asked me a message that, have you not entered? And I screenshot the message. I was debited. It was showing pending. So I now sent it to her. See, it's pending. Can we just wait? I don't want to send it twice. It might go or reverse back. I slept off. Like, after that time, I slept off till the next morning. Unlike my sister, if she said I should send her something, she would keep calling me. I don't even know the kind of sleep. I just slept off and woke up around 5 a.m. on Monday morning. So immediately I woke up and I remember, my sister asked me for money. I now quickly checked my app. The money reversed back. I sent it without even calling her. So when I sent it, the message did not deliver. I didn't get like, I've seen it, thank you. So I now said, okay, let me even go and see my mom. And I went to where my mom lives to go and see her. So she was like, she has not seen Priscilla. So I was like, okay, I've been trying to call her and her number is not even going. So when I now, she now said, okay, let us just keep trying. So when we finished having the discussion we were having, I now decided to go. I kept saying, what kind of joke is it? Because my sister has never slept outside before. She will come to my house where I live past 8. I'll be telling her, just sleep now. She'll say no, she will go back to her. She likes her space, you know. So she's somebody that does not sleep out. So at that point, all of us were already very worried at what's going on. So my younger brother now, I now call my younger brother, like, Alpha, like, I've not heard from, he now said yes, so he has not heard from Priscilla. And because she even told me that she was going to see her friend, Faiza. So I now said, but she told me she was going to see her friend, Faiza. She now said no, that she did not see Faiza again, that she went to see Richard. Immediately I heard the name Richard. And I said, oh yeah, let's call Richard. And I called Richard. And I said, Richard, Priscilla came to your house. Like, where is she? He now said, that was on Tuesday. He now said that Priscilla left his house, that she left his house. And I said, what time? He now said, let's him even screenshot the message, because my brother called him on iMessage, on Instagram also. He didn't have the number, but my mom has Richard's number. So at this point, we didn't want to let our mom know. We just wanted to call privately inside the room. So he now said that let him even screenshot, let him snap the last chat he had with her. So he now and I said, but she left your house. And I said, she left now at 9:14 thereabouts. That him and Priscilla, they were at home, and he ordered for soup. There's someone that used to make soup for him. Then he now told Priscilla that he's going to collect the soup around 8. So he now left Priscilla at home and left to go and collect the soup. So when he was coming back on top bike, he saw somebody like her. And then he now chatted her up. When he now chatted up, no be you, I just see on top bike now. Then Priscilla now replied, "Is me, oh, I don't go. I have gone, oh." That was the response, "I have gone, oh." So immediately, she said that I have gone, oh. Then according to him, he now called her. He now said, but you know my door is automatic. If you lock it, how will I enter inside the house? Then she now replied that I did not lock the door, I left it open. So if you go, you can enter. So he now screenshots that message that I have gone, no. Then his own reply, no be you, I just see on top bike, and sent it to me. And the time my sister sent that message was 9:14 p.m. The time he replied the message was 9:14 p.m. So, and according to him, that it was raining, and he didn't use. And I say, Richard, Priscilla came to your house. Priscilla is not somebody, most of the time she does both, and you cannot go and drop her in where she will get car to go home. He said, that the road to his house is very bad. That the road to his house is very bad, and even him too, he didn't drive, he had to use bike to go and pick his food. You know, how would somebody leave your house when in your absence? And it was drizzling, in his words. That's more reason why if you are going to collect something, you should enter the car, will drop you where you get boat, and then from there you go home. And me too, I'll go and collect my soup. Like throughout this year, she has not seen him. Only this the 2nd of September, after so much cold, and then she now decided to see you. Then she came to your house. You say you want to go and collect soup, and then you left her. And before you go back, she left your house and left the door open.
Someone said on comment section, said this same Richard in Madonna, we kept warning her. A girl dropped it, and she was just she dropped a crying emoji, tears emoji. Continue, go ahead.
It was because of Richard she left that school, but she didn't tell us. It's her brother. She told my younger brother because they are very close. She and Daniel, they are there's nothing they don't tell each other. So as an elder sister, there's the little information they can give me.
Priscilla was my roommate in Madonna. Very gentle girl. Are we?
Thank you so much.
Shop Broad Global. I'm going to send you a DM right away, okay? Thank you. Go ahead. Continue, please.
Thank you so much. So, according to sorry, my mom is here. Sorry. It's okay. Sorry.
The mom is there with you people there?
Yes.
Mommy, so sorry. Mommy. So sorry for what happened to your daughter. Please. So sorry. Please.
Yeah, so by the time when at that point, I now called Richard again, and I said, Richard, can you go to the nearby police station? Then as I was talking to all my friends, and then one of Priscilla's friends, her name is Ene.
Yes.
And now called me, and then told all her sisters. So one of my aunts, this is how we got to find out now. One of my aunts now called me that, you see, are you close to mom? And I said, no. She now said I should move aside. That somebody called her as at Monday, 12 noon in the afternoon. And the person was talking, he had this Hausa voice. And the person said that this person had an accident. This person had an accident. So she thought it was all these 419 people. Because that particular number, she didn't have the number. So
okay, sorry. Can you repeat this thing you said? Repeat again. What did you say happened?
On Monday, 12 noon, that was on Tuesday when we were looking for her. My aunt called me. She lives in Lugbe. She now said that, can I move from where mommy is? I said, okay. So she now said somebody called her on Monday noon, 12 noon, and the person asked that the person told her that one Hausa guy used a number to call her, stating that this person had an accident. So she did not know, because she didn't have that particular phone number of Priscilla. So she now said, after the call ended, that is now that this whole thing that we're looking for Priscilla, she now checked Truecaller and she saw Sila. So I now said, please send me the number. Immediately she sent me the number and I dialed it. It was my sister's number. So the person actually used her phone to call two abstract numbers. Not, but the second person, because I had to consult MTN secretly, and she gave me two numbers, you know, and the two numbers we tried to reach, one of them was a tailor. So the tailor was even telling the Hausa boy that, check her phone, you will see brother, sister, or mom. Why are you calling me? Like, I don't even know this person. So that was when we now confirmed that, okay, they said it was an accident. So I now called Richard back, and I said, Richard, go to all the police stations in that Lugbe, go and start making inquiry, because it's Priscilla's number. Somebody used Priscilla's number to call two people. Let us know where she is. So at that point, my immediate younger brother went to Lugbe. Everybody was already looking for her. So when they went to Lugbe, he went to police station. He asked, like, two police stations, they said there was no accident. Then he went to one particular police station. They said, yes, there was an accident. Close to the boy's house, it's not far, that there was an accident. So all my uncles now went to that same Lugbe.
So close to his house, that there was an accident close to his house.
Yes, I noticed that. All my uncles now went. So when they now saw the Lugbe DPO in Piakasa. Then the DPO now opened up to them that yes, there was an accident and there was a lady involved in an accident. That they brought her around 9 to 10 p.m. unconscious. That too good.
What time did Richard said Priscilla left the house?
He said he saw somebody like her at 9:14, and that's when he sent her that message. And then the police said that was the first time police said this. They brought her around 9:10. They brought her to the police station around 9:10. That two good Samaritans brought her. So my uncle was now asking that, okay, two good Samaritans, what are their names? They said they don't know. Did they write statement? They said no. What is their phone number? They say they don't know. What of the bike guys that brought her? They said they didn't have any information for them. So at that point, everybody was now feeling like, what is actually going on? Before you know, the DPO now said, in fact, the body is really, really bad, that you should just go and bury your dead. Then my uncle was now concerned that how bad is it that people will just say, go and bury, show us the picture. Then one of the police now later showed the picture. By the time they saw the picture, there is no scar on her body. You could see that picture. The focus was only on her face. Then before then, according to them, when they were having conversation, before you know, that Richard guy was still in the police station. Richard went behind the counter where the DPO was sitting down. There was like, I don't know if it's 2 packs of bottled water. He took one bottled water and started from the DPO's close to where the DPO is sitting down and started drinking. So my uncle was like, what kind of confidence? All of us were here. You went behind the counter, took bottled water and started drinking. So my uncle was like, this guy, he has God though. And no sense of remorse, nothing like, the person that came to see me now later is dead. How managed? Nothing like that. So my uncle was like, okay, please let them allow them to go and see the body. By the time they now allowed them to go to, according to the DPO, that the 2 good Samaritans brought her corpse, and then they now took her body to the morgue around 11 thereabouts. That they took her to Federal Medical Center, Jabi. In fact, they didn't want to receive her corpse. That's where they confirmed her dead. That they left her there and they left. You know. So when they now later agreed to allow my uncle to go and see her body, by the time they opened her up, it was just her face. There was from her nose, her mouth, her eyes. You could see that her eyes, like the target was on her eyes, and then she had a cut on her head, like just her face. There was no scratch on her body. Her jean is intact. She was wearing a black jean, a chiffon top, a black innerwear. She was wearing a smartwatch, a gold chain, and her phone. Those things were not there. Her phone was not there. Her smartwatch was not there. Her gold chain was not there. Her power bank was not there. But her jean was intact. So according to the before you know, we now started digging deep. So we now asked that, we noticed that the Piakasa police station has already been compromised. So we now requested to move the case to state CID. State CID, that was when they now told them to go and produce the Good Samaritan. All of a sudden, they said they have Good Samaritan.
No, they didn't have the first day.
Okay, they didn't have Good Samaritan the first day. So it was like after 2 days or so, they now said they have a Good Samaritan, which I witnessed. The IPO, my brother, and 2 other people, we went to Piakasa. They said they've seen the crime of the scene. When we went to the DPO's office, somebody was trying to call me. The DPO was telling me, don't record me. I said, I'm not, look at, somebody's trying to call me. I'm not recording you. So he now started talking, and he said that the 2 Good Samaritans, they are block industry workers, that they will take us to the crime of the scene, that this incident, the accident happened between 8:30 to 9 p.m. You see how the story is changing. It happened between 8:30 to 9 p.m. And I asked him, sir, you said the accident happened between 8:30 to 9 p.m. He said, yes. So that the Good Samaritan, according to them, the guy was just lying down in the evening. Then he heard a sound, bam. So he now ran. When he went to, it's close to one bridge like that. When he went there, he saw like plenty people that they said 2 bikes collided. That 2 bikes collided, that the outside people just carried their self and be going. And he now turned and he saw my sister, one girl on the floor. So he now stopped the bike. Him and somebody now carried her. They now went to health care in Piakasa there. Then when they went there, she was still unconscious. They said, where is police report? And they said they could not handle the case. So from there, they now moved her to the police station there. That was when they went to drop her. Then from there, the police people now took her to Federal Medical Center, Jabi, where they confirmed it. So I asked my brother that, please, because my brother has been to Richard's house with my sister before. And I said, can you locate the house? He said, yes, he will try. Goshen Estates in Lugbe. We now said, okay.
Goshen Estates in Lugbe.
Yes, Goshen City or Goshen Estate in Lugbe. So as we went with the IPO. We tried relocate the house. We located the house, and the house. The guy said his road is bad. That road is not that bad if people know that Goshen is, because the way he described he said that night it was drizzling. The road is bad, so he had to take bike. You understand? So I'm not saying, is this how this road is not bad enough, the way the guy said it. And I noticed that from that Goshen City Estate to the police station is not far. Then from that Goshen City Estate to where the accident happened is not far. And when they checked her body, there was no scratch on her body. Like, okay, if 2 bikes collided, right? At least you have bruises on your hand. Your jean will be stained. Her jean was clean. And because she's quite busty, at least she would have had like bruises on her breast or something. Nothing like that. The focus was only on her face. And one of her eye, like, I don't know, because it's really graphic. I could not see it because I can't stand seeing my sister like that. So I did not see that picture. So this is how this whole thing, when we went to state CID, they kept fighting. The guy said he has a sister. They are always there. No remorse. When they called Richard to come and say his own, he now came. Even like, because he knows my mom, like, mommy, sorry, I did not your daughter. Nothing like that. So before then, when we noticed that state CID, like something fishy was already going on, we wrote, our family lawyer wrote a petition to headquarters. That was the first headquarters. We already wrote a petition there, and we saw the DIG, right? We saw the DIG. So the DIG now called the DC in what they call that place, state CID, and said there's a case that is going on. What are you doing about it? Now say yes, the case is still there. So Iman now sent us back to go back there. They were even supposed to release that guy, if not because of that call. So now we're even planning, okay, let us even do an autopsy, right? To know like the cause of death.
Yes, cause of death.
On Friday, they released the guy in the evening.
Okay, on
Without autopsy.
they released him on this Friday.
Just this Friday, yes, they released him without autopsy being conducted.
Without informing us.
Without informing us. So that prompted us, okay, we need to go, like, my brother now said, I need to look for a way out. Like, what is actually going on? Because they could not give proper information. Okay, they were using my sister's phone to make calls. That Monday when we went to this crime of the scene, the so-called crime of the scene, my nanny called me that she tried Priscilla's number, it was ringing. So I now told the police. They said my sister's phone is ringing. They now tried my sister's phone was ringing. My younger brother now kept calling until one guy picked. He now said, you know who get this phone? He said, yes, now my sister. You know, he said, you know, saying a girl get this phone and now she gets. My brother now said, yes. He now said, you should come and collect the phone. So my brother now said, okay. So we now quickly went to the police station and told them that, see, my sister's phone is still ringing. And the boy even told the boy even told my younger brother that he had to charge the phone so that he could use it to call. She's using an iPhone. How did you get her password? So we even use the phone to even call out. So we went to meet the police. The police said my brother cannot go alone, that he needs to assign somebody to go with him. So that was when we now rushed to headquarters. Before we got back, we carried away and they didn't even assign anybody to take him there. From that day when we went to headquarters to report and the man called the DC, my sister's phone stopped going until today that I'm talking to you. We can't even track it. Police gave us a tracker. If we call him, you say we are disturbing him too much. That he's doing his work. That he will track it. At some point, he said the phone is in Kubwa. Before you know, he said this thing takes 6 months, 1 year, 3 months, that we should just exercise vision. Now the phone cannot be tracked. And then the boy, they put him in SAS. He has been in SAS according to them, and they released him on Friday without autopsy being conducted. So we are really seeking for justice. My sister's blood is crying out.